Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we're continuing our journey of Syken Heals the Paladin. It's time for a good old strat run. This time we're going for strat living, aka the living side of Strato, which is gonna be a lot of fun here. Let's hope that it is going to be fun. We got a paladin tank, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but okay. He will be running out of mana frequently, so he definitely needs mana regeneration. And I don't know the right way. What did I sign up for? Man. Let's hope for my sake that we're not going to regret coming here. Paladin is eating a lot of frost bolts. Overall, it takes a lot of damage, man. And these are trash bags. Okay, first impression, not really impressed. What are we working with on this guy? Well, he does have dungeon equipment, so can't really fault him for that, can I? I'm eating the ranged attacks. Not the best place. Okay, people are getting it somewhat under control. Let me mark our tank. Good, pre-healing. Notice this guy is taking a lot of damage. At least he has no problem keeping aggro. As I say that, he has problems keeping aggro. Okay, listen, we do have enough crowd control for the later parts of the dungeon. So unless people are completely messing it up, we should be fine. And to be fair, on single targets, he's not taking a lot of damage. But he's also not holding threat well, specifically when he is low on mana. Typical paladin problem, I know that all too well myself. There's the shade. Good job on nuking him down. I will need to put on more of my healer gear, just so that the plus heal is better. I'm surprised, like the trash mobs they are doing, they're having problems with, but they are doing very well on these things here. It's a bit hard to understand. Alright, rare mob. Marked it. That's indeed true. Careful with the yellows here. Intellect stamina, that's a really nice one. Similar stats as mine. But it is plate. Pull the reds first, leave the yellows. Wow. Our tank have so little hit points. Is it 3,000-ish? Something ain't right. I do have 5,200. Granted, I do have world buffs, and priest buff, and so on. Boy, this guy is not having a lot of hit points. Good, what we're caring about are 3 quests, by the way. One is the Archivist. Oh, it's way deeper in. Another one is Great Grimm's Tobacco Shop. Nice little flute item. Fortunately not for us. I remember back in the days that was valuable because people could force others to take a nice little dance. Alright, rebuffing time. We're doing decent so far. Shop must be somewhere around here. Does anyone know where exactly? I have failed to recollect that. Hold pulse for a second. I look it up. All right. Let's see. I think the tobacco shop is somewhere down here. Don't get the patent something else. Please, just a patrol. Takes damage. The aggro is so bad. And I can't even fault the guy. It's not that the player is bad, but the class chassis of a paladin just sucks at keeping aggro. Not sure what else to say. Trying it with a Blessing of Light, that way the fast attacking dual wield warrior and rogue at least will keep nurtured. Good. Our tank is a bit of a paper tank. But we're holding on. It works very well so far. I'm tapped, unfortunately. Alright, that was dangerous. I did not expect a boss to come in. Demonic Rune, unfortunately, was on cooldown as well. Did someone loot the key? Oh, and they pulled this pack as well. Of course, now I do understand why it was a bit more difficult. Okay, whoa. It's tougher than expected. Okay, that's typically not part of a strat living run. Gosh, I feel so terrible that I opened the box. I just thought it was a loot box, and not that there would have been any consequences. But yeah, we fought the pack, then on top of it the boss with ads, and then on top of it they pulled even more ads, and that was a big oopsie, huge fight. Hard beating. Gosh, damn it. Now I'm already giving him extra armor, like almost 1,000 since I skilled that. I'll just put on a shield here. Because, please, this is a nasty curse. Okay. They're starting to get into the quest fever, which isn't too bad. So we have done the Great Ezra Grimm. That is good. Flash samples almost done. I wasn't expecting to get that done within one run, but we're pretty far in actually. In the Archivist, we will be able to do as well. As a suggestion, since Eloha is down, and I would appreciate if we use CC on the packs. That means she plus zap. The second aura that we are having. Okay, frost aura. That's actually a decent idea. I will switch to Fire Aura, so we have both caster elements covered. I'll stay out of line of sight. That's the best I can do. And let's hope we're not pulling more. Because there's no getting out of here other than Petri out. Or just effectively use your Heartstone. Okay, so far, I'm surprised, because the first packs should have been the easiest, whilst this one here is now getting gradually more difficult, but it feels the exact opposite way around. It almost feels like we're doing better here, and the hardest fight was already happening. Can I get... oh, never mind. I'll just use Sanctuary. The guy has... given me Sanctuary because he's given that to himself. And since he's running a bit out of mana, I think what I'll do is I'll just give both of us the mana. That means he loses King's Salvation, but I think we're okay with that for now. These guys are correct in keeping this one here a little bit slower. Alright, so far the pulls were actually okay. Not surprisingly, the rogue wasn't volunteering to go in and zap. But with our massive stun technique, the first 6 seconds of the fight these guys aren't doing anything. And then it's almost over for them. Battle mages will become a problem once we're going in deeper. These guys are going to hurt like a lot. But that's why I do have the Fire Aura, because I'm already anticipating that that would be a thing. Here's Timmy. Timmy! We're doing well. Timmy shouts, Timmy! Can you trade it to me? I would love it for off spec. It happens, no problem. Well, there goes my wrist. Unfortunate. Wasn't a healer one, so it's not the end of the day, but still unfortunate. I healed through. Pulled all CDs. Holy shock. Everything. Elohim was down. I don't know what else I could have done. I need to watch that in the review. And this feels bad. Really sorry. This time someone died under my stewardship. I will need to rewatch what exactly happened. Did you have a pot slash lip? How many hit points did you have, Arium? Because maybe it was just the overall amount of HP. Take care, Carium. Oh man. See, my fault earlier with the lay of hand at the end led to this demise. Let's watch it together before I end the episode. Shoot, man, the first one that died. Alright, so we're watching the replay. If you ever want to become better, you always need to learn out of mistakes, even if the mistake was that I haven't really done anything. So let's pause here for a second. So this is replay, of course, right? So 1.2 thousand hit points, and he's around 35, maybe almost 40% down on his health, which tells me his overall health is between 3,200 and 3,400. So just keep that in mind. Now, I think that in itself will become a problem because they do have a nasty curse that reduces the stats by 30%. So we're then looking only at 2,500, 2,600 hit points. So let's see what I'm doing. I slowed it down. So I'm already doing flash heals here, right? Anticipating that things are going bad. Here is where the curse first comes in. I heal the warrior. We go back to healing our main target. You can now see 800 hit points is already 1/3. I'm overhealing. He now has 2 curses on him, so he's down to maybe 1,900, 2,000 hit points, which I know very well. Look at that. Stop for a second. Just a tiny bit back. Can I go a few frames back? No, not on this one. But before this happened, he was a dead center half with 750, 800. That means he's currently at 1,600 hit points. So I'm pumping Holy Light, and he just keeps getting molested. I used the shock earlier, so shock is down, lay on hands is down. Granted, that was my fault, but then again, he does have one as well. He mentioned that he also misclicked his potion. So I keep him. He now has Curse of Tongues on him, and Postmaster Malone just keeps molesting him. I keep pumping more heals. The reason why he now got health is not because he actually got health, but his health's again reduced. He has 2 curses on him again. I switch, heal the others, click back onto him. Flash of Light has a very, very short casting time. The fact that I healed the rogue once in 2 seconds, not even that, it was half of a cast of Flash of Light. So in around 1 second, he dropped all the way to here. And you can see he's barely above the 2k hit point mark. I'm now pumping Flash. It's not even coming through. I don't know. I mean, couple of thoughts here. Number one, could have just saved the Holy Shock for even more critical situations. Number two, not healed the rogue. Just stayed on the tank. Full stop. Just tunnel vision through. Rogue has a couple of defensive toys. I could have target dummied, but that would have been a global cooldown. Why didn't he use bubble? He had bubble. Oh, was he fully out of mana? Let's rewatch that again. Yeah, that's the problem of Paladin tanks, right? Well, here he has mana. And you can see it was really just the one heal on the rogue. And I did never get him back up. No, he died with mana. He could have bubbled. That would have also removed the curse. Okay, it's easy to point fingers at what someone else could have done better. Let's stick with what I could have done better. A couple of learnings. If the tank doesn't have so little hit points, and I wasn't sure at the beginning if I like it or not, I should have spoken up and said, I think you need a little bit more gear, or get an hour worth of stamina buff. Get the DMF buff. Because let's look at his buffs, okay? He buffed himself with Sanctuary. Doesn't do jack shit in this case. He has no kings because he needs mana, and I buffed mana. Could have buffed kings, sure. But then he would have been out of mana, and we would have had a different conversation, different problem. Problem is already Paladin tank is not a good idea. Yeah, and that's all the buffs he had. He is 0 flask, no stamina buff on him, no world buff, no DMF, although it's up. It's 10% more stamina right there. No stat food. Yeah. I felt bad when that happened, but now kind of rewatching it, there's only so much I can do. If the tank has 2,000 hit points, and let's just see how fast he went down. So I'm clicking on the rogue. At this point, he's full health. We're at 3713. I'm getting a flash of light, flash of light in the. We're talking about that's a 3-second window, and within that 3-second window, we are at a position where I'm out of global cooldowns because I have already healed him to this point. He almost died beforehand. So within a 3-second window, on a normal boss, I mean, no offense, but Postmaster Malone is not kind of patchwork, right? He went down 3-second window. So the only way to keep this guy alive is to basically pump healing only on him and ignore everybody else. I don't know, man. There's really just so much I could have done here. He didn't have a mortal strike on him. It was not a matter of just like healing that particularly badly. Yes, I could have not healed the rogue. Okay, but I almost guarantee you he would have been knocked down as well. And I mean, just compare it for the sake of it. I'm tanking the same boss here. Okay, so from here on, I'm tanking the same boss. Mind you, I have not all of my tank stuff on. I'm with debuff, mind you, rocking 4,500 hit points. This guy is hitting me down to 2,000, and my health is barely at the 55% mark. I'm just healing myself and am not getting interrupted because the guy does only have one stun interrupt, and even when he interrupts, almost when my cast was through. So that is full interrupt when my flash of light was here, and then casting another full flash of light plus being interrupted. That's a 5-second window of me tanking him, and I'm still at 1,600 hit points, healing myself back up. And I'm not trying to say I'm I'm just incredibly tanky with that character. It's just I prepare for the dungeon well. I did have proper world buffs, and I didn't take it lightly. So you see that it is very much possible to even heal and tank myself. I have cloth shoulders on at the moment in the healer gear, and it's still possible to kind of out heal. Yeah, so yeah, really a lot of things to take in. My takeaway for me is just say no when the tank is a paper tank. Save his life, save mine, save everybody's time. Full stop. Secondly, save the shock until it really, really matters. And when Lay of Hands is down, just don't press your luck. It's as simple as that. Sucks that the guy died. It's the second person. I was wrong. The first person dying was the rogue in an earlier episode in Norm Regan, but that guy walked onto 2 mines and was insta-dead. So this is the first real death where I tried to heal through and it didn't work out. It is what it is, guys. It is hardcore at the end of the day. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you took something away from that, and the dungeon escapades are continuing. Bye-bye.